We could all use some encouragement. And I've got some good news for you. Welcome to 5 Minutes with Mark. Hey, greetings, friends. Welcome back to 5 Minutes with Mark. I'm glad you're with me. We're in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 8. We're picking up the story at verse 27. Now Jesus and his disciples went out to the towns of Caesarea Philippi. And on the road he asked his disciples, saying to them, "Who do men say that I am?" So they answered, "John the Baptist, but some say Elijah, and others one of the prophets." He said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" Peter answered and said to him, "You are the Christ." Then he strictly warned them that they should tell no one about him. Wow. So we're on the way down to Caesarea Philippi. Caesarea Philippi was a coastal town. It was a very Roman town. This was a very pagan town. They have moved out of Jewish territory and they are moving into Caesar's and Philip's town. Caesar Philip's place, Caesarea Philippi. It was a very bustling city. It was the center of a lot of Roman government, and there was a lot of pagan worship that was centered around Caesarea Philippi. And Jesus and his disciples are going there, and that's when he says, "So, who do people think that I am?" Because in Caesarea Philippi, they're worshiping all of these false gods and goddesses. And they say, well, some say that you're Elijah or one of the prophets. And Peter gives the right answer for once. He says, "You're the Christ. You are the Son of the living God, the anointed servant of God." And then there's that secrecy theme again, where Jesus strictly warns them. "You're right, Peter, but don't tell anyone." Understanding who Jesus is a major leap forward in our walk of faith. Understanding that he's more than just a prophet. He was more than just a good teacher. The world looks at Jesus and they will tell you, well, he was a great moral teacher. The teachings of Jesus, they're valid, they matter. But the religion that grew up behind Jesus, well, we discount that. I think it's very important for us to always recall that Jesus didn't come to establish a religion. He didn't even come to reform the religion of the Jews. Jesus came to demonstrate for the world what God looked like. He came to teach us a new way and to open up the kingdom of God to all who would follow. But he came at this point in time, in the midst of his ministry, he's trying to pour himself into these disciples. He's got these 12 guys and he really needs them to get it. And his ministry is really about them. Yes, there's the multitude. Yes, there's the blind man. Yes, there's the deaf mute. Yes, there's the demon possessed. There's all these people that Jesus is going to touch and heal and change and transform. But his ministry really at this point is pouring himself into these 12 guys so that they will be able to go out and preach this gospel after he's gone. And he knows that he's not going to be around much longer. Don't tell anybody. Yes, I am the anointed servant. I am the Christ. I am the Messiah, the one promised by God. But now is not the time to let that be known. That was for them. For us, the time to let it be known is every day. And we announce and we pronounce and we share the gospel of Jesus Christ with the people around us, not necessarily by the words we say, but by the life we live. We demonstrate the difference in our lives by the way we treat other people, by the way we live in faith, by the actions that we take, by the attitudes that we carry, by the things we focus on and the things we let go. St. Francis of Assisi once said, "And always preach the gospel, use words if absolutely necessary." And I believe that lifestyle evangelism is the key to building the kingdom. That is, as people around you begin to see the difference in your life, the different way that you live, that's what's attractive. Jesus is attractive. We don't have to go out and make big pronouncements. We don't have to make, big, sales pitches. We don't have to sell the gospel. We have to live the gospel. And I think that's a really, really important thing for us to understand. Jesus tells the 12, yes, I'm more than a prophet. I'm greater than Elijah. I am the Christ. Don't tell anybody. But after he is crucified, rises from the dead, and is getting ready to ascend, he says, now go tell everyone. And that's the orders we have. Go tell everyone. I am alive. I am the Christ. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the good shepherd. I am the bread of life. I am the living water. I'm everything you need. That is the message we have, and that is how we should be living our lives, not just talking about it. See you next time. I hope you're enjoying this Bible study, this quick devotion. If you'd like more content, you'd like to know more about me and see more of the things that I'm doing, check out my website, theeclecticmonk.com. There you'll find out about my video vlog, my podcast, and a whole lot of other stuff. Hope you'll join me there. Thanks.